Was the basketball court all wet?
Oh, why was the basketball court all wet?
Because the basketball players kept dribbling.
Hey Element, Michael here. I wanted you to meet a good friend of mine named Lindsay Martino. So I decided to do a quick interview with her. She loves jokes, and every time I get to see her, she has a new one in the can ready for me. And I wanted to share her personality and positive outlook on life with you. I hope she encourages you like she always does me. What's your most favorite joke of all time?
My favorite joke has to be, what do you get when you cross chili pepper, the steam shovel, and a chihuahua?
I honestly have no idea.
A hot diggity dog. And I just like saying that.
I could see you like saying that.
My name is Lindsey Martino. I'm 35 years old, and I have CP, and in 2005, I suffered a stroke.
Okay, before we get too much more into your story, what is CP?
Cerebral palsy. It's a physical disability. You usually can't use a part of your body. Like for me, I couldn't use the left side. Can you see my hand?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The only thing I couldn't do with my hand was go like this. Now I can't do anything with my hand.
On your left arm.
Yeah. It opens when it wants to. It balls up and cuts into my hand when it wants to. I have to have my nails cut every week.
And it's progressive, right? So will it continue to get worse?
No. The stroke made it worse. Well, at the age of 12, I developed epilepsy. I was on one medication for about 2 years, and then I think my body just got immune to it. I remember being on 21 pills a day at one time with no success. I was still having breakthrough seizures.
And in your story, you said you were having up to 60 seizures a day. Is that right?
Makes for a busy day, doesn't it?
It does. Were you aware when you were in a seizure episode?
Yeah, that's what was strange with my seizures. I was totally coherent. I couldn't talk to you during the seizure, but if you were to ask me questions or anything, I could answer all the questions in the order I received them after my seizure.
When's the last time you had a seizure?
2005.
2005. And why have you not had a seizure since 2005?
Because I had a brain surgery. They took out half of my brain.
And so you've not had a seizure since then?
Yeah.
You shared part of your story with me earlier, and part of it was your parents let you make the decision because you were just over 18 at that point.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit about that process of coming to that?
That was scary.
I bet.
Because to this day, that is the biggest decision I made in my life. And right now, I'm glad that Mom and Dad let me make that decision, but then and there, I didn't want to have to make that decision.
Did they know if you'd be okay after? Was it all just?
No, they didn't intend me having a stroke.
When did the stroke happen versus when did they pull part of the brain out?
The original plans were to disconnect the brain and leave it in my head.
Okay.
But I had the surgery December 15th. 4 days after that, I suffered a stroke. But fortunately, I got the surgery and I no longer have seizures. It's been 1 decade and 4 years and 4 months left on the 15th of this month. Not like I'm counting on anything.
So let me ask you this: what have you, besides the seizures, which is a great thing? What else have you lost after losing half your brain?
The stroke crushed my optic nerve. So, it's weird. Like, I can't, and there's like a box here and like a box here.
So you sit in a very narrow. So that's why, like, when you come to church, you always sit in the front left corner to see the stage, right?
Yeah.
So you're now 35, and you got your family moved to Santa Maria eventually. What does life look like before the COVID lockdown? What does life look like? Are you still living with your parents?
I live on my own. I go to work at UCP 5 days a week.
And what do you do at work?
There was a snack shack, which was cool, but since they've had to close it down, I do shredding. Do you know what easy shim are?
I don't.
I guess when you break a door hinge beyond repair, you put an easy shim in its place, and we have to pack those so they're ready for the company. To pack those, we have to count out 5, make sure they're not broken, and then put them in the bubble so can go to the store.
That sounds very monotonous.
Yes, it is.
But I bet right now you miss doing it.
I miss.
So how are you doing with the lockdown or the stay at home?
Fortunately, most of my staff like playing games. I've been gaming it a lot.
What's your favorite game?
Right now, it's a card game called Skip 'em.
Why do you love jokes so much?
I get a thrill out of making people laugh.
And how do you remember so many?
I don't know. I seriously don't know. And I remember, I only have half a brain.
I do remember, and it is, I can't remember the one you just told me. I don't know how you remember all of them.
Someone once told me I probably use more of the half of the brain than normal people use all the brain, and that really hit home with me.
Yeah, I could see it. One of my most favorite things about you is every time I see you, you are loaded with 5 jokes to go, and all I have to do is look at you, and you just start rattling them off. And your delivery, everything is perfect. So, is there anything you'd like to tell the members of the church or anybody who might be watching? Is there any encouragement?
Never feel sorry for me. I don't feel sorry for me, so you shouldn't feel sorry for me.
Do a lot of people come up feeling sorry for you?
I feel so sorry for you. Why? Because you're in the wheelchair. It's a day life.
You appreciate, though, when people at least engage in that and acknowledge it?
Yeah.
Well, Lindsay, I really appreciate your time and letting us get to know you a little bit better. Was there anything that you were thinking about saying, and maybe I moved into a different direction or anything?
My life was good before the tears, but my life is excellent after the tears.
You have such a great optimism and a great hope.
And like I said, people say you suffered a stroke. I don't think of it as suffering.
What do you think of it as?
I had a stroke, I'm dealing with it.
Well, I'm going to say goodbye and let you go if that's okay.
All right.
I'll see you later, okay?
All right.
Bye, Lindsay. Thank you.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed Lindsay's story as much as I did, and you've gotten to know her a little bit better. One thing she shared with me was that she's feeling really lonely right now and is in need of just human interaction. So if you feel led to write her either an email or a note, please feel free to send it to either the email address or the church's physical address down below, and we will forward them to her and get them to her so she can be encouraged and lifted up.
This is a cute one too. Oh, what do you call a chiropractor that only works on your pets?
A pet chiropractor?
Animal cracker.